Let's take it over to Mike Patton, head trader at Thunder Trading. Do you see anything in the market you like as a way to invest in America?
I do have one. It's called the God Bless America ETF. The symbol is YALL, y'all. So obviously has a great name, but also it's a great performer too. This stock has only been ETF has only been around for since late 2022. But it's on a pretty good trend. It started off around $20 a share. Currently, it's at $26.40 as of this point of our year. So a nice performer. And this ETF is actually built with a lot of different stocks like a Tesla, Broadcom, different U.S. companies, CSX. These are all the U.S. companies that are in its portfolio. So basically, it's focused on strong American brands. It has about 39 different stocks inside of the ETF, but it's a nice, very interesting portfolio. So I do think that's one place that if you're interested in something a little different, but definitely showing some good signs of growth, that's a great ETF. And it also has NVIDIA. Overall, most of the stocks in that ETF are performing well. Most of them are up for the year. Some are down, but the ones that are down much less than the ones that are up. So it's actually looking good.
What are some of the downsides to investing in an ETF?
Well, some of the downside of an ETF is this is a newer ETF, so it's not as liquid, which means that when you decide to get out of the ETF for any reason, the spreads between the point you can buy and sell could be pretty wide, which means that you may incur some losses you don't want. So think of it like if you're in a mutual fund. That's kind of the way they move. So you can get out of a mutual fund, but it may not be as efficient as getting in and out of a very liquid stock like NVIDIA or Apple. However, I would say pound for pound with the diversity and the companies that are in this ETF, I'm not sure how they choose them, but they're definitely leaders. They're definitely companies that you recognize like Colgate, Palmolive, or Apple. So these are definitely big name companies. But since they're in different sectors, different places in the economy, I would say that the relative benefit there is that you don't have to depend on one stock doing very well. But the downside, of course, is that you may not get as great of a performance in the return as you might get if you just pick a really good stock. Like you bought NVIDIA at the beginning of this year, it's up a huge amount. So you do a lot better with that than you would with the ETF. But at the same time, the diversification actually helps you in the event that some stocks are not performing so well.
What do the charts have to say about YALL?
Well, YALL looks really good. It's just on a trend. It hasn't stopped ever since it started. It's been on a very consistent trend, trading above all of the moving averages and staying steady. So it's not like a really sharp move up. It's just a steady, nice move up. So volatility is fairly low. And as far as institutional investors, they definitely are moving into this stock. I don't know why, but they definitely are starting to move into this stock, this ETF. So I do think that it's a good opportunity overall, since we do have that institutional support holding the value up.
Institutional money moving in is a good thing. Thank you, Mike.
Thank you. Take care.
Go to businessfirstam.com for where to see our show on TV.